Hello friends, welcome to my channel Web Guru World. Today we will see how can we create a loading skeleton as well as we try to implement that skeleton into a small interaction. Okay, let's start. So first of all, what we need to create it, we need to create a transition which you usually see whenever skeleton run. So you always see that in this on those skeleton a slight transitions happens. Okay, so how that happens, that we will create in our tutorial first. Okay, so let's jump to the Figma file. What I will do, I will create a box. Okay, first of all I will create a frame. So it's up to you what the frame size can be anything. Like it's right now I'm just creating a random number of width, putting a random number of width and height. Okay, so it's not necessary to have similar width and similar height. It can be anything. Okay, it's up to you. Okay, so now I have created a one frame. Okay, and I just wanted to make it a little slightly gray just because I wanted to be a visible if white screens come into the your screens. Okay, so usually what happens that a skeleton runs onto the white screen majorly. Okay, usually our website's color has white color majorly, so that keeping that thing in the mind, I'm just creating the slight gray color. Okay, and after that what you need to do, you need to create a rectangle. Yeah, here. So what we need to do, we need to create a rectangle, but you're keeping that thing in mind that the rectangle should be big enough compared to the your frame. Okay, so that it will cover all the your box size. And I'm just putting this I'm just putting this 80 pixels from the left side. Okay, it's up to you. You wanted to put it 100 pixel, 120 pixel or 60 pixel. I'm just giving just a random number. Okay, now what we need to do, we will come up here and we will give a gradient color to, we will apply a gradient color here. Okay, and this color slightly darker what we have in the frame. Okay, and here I'm just giving a white color and with the zero opacity. Here as well we will give white color and with the zero opacity. Okay, and this this should be wait, what we need to here is we need to change it to the, we need to make it as a horizontal, not a vertical. Okay, so what I am doing here is I'm just I by mistakenly place that into the wrong side. Okay, I am just giving this color into a little bit okay, so now what we need to do, now we have created the gradient where on the left side I have 0% opacity, on the right side I have again 0% opacity, but in the middle the darker color shade which has 50% distance, means it is coming in the center of the box. Okay, now what we will do, we will move this into the box. Okay, but keeping that thing in mind, I will put this box as I mentioned earlier 80 pixel away from the left side. Okay, now what I will do, I will create one more box by making a copy of this, and now I will move this to the right side. Okay, and here again the same style we will try to follow, 80 pixel. Okay, so now we have two boxes. One has a box 80 pixel from the left, and the second one has 80 pixel from the right. Now I will select both the boxes and create a component set. Okay, and that way I will call skeleton. Okay, that I will call skeleton. I will go to the prototype. Now here I will do a small transition, and here what I will say that make it as a after delay. Okay, so it should be, sorry, after delay. Okay, so now I am just giving a transition where I will say that this will change into the below one by 200 after the 200 milliseconds. Okay, and I have selected the change to here I will give smart animation, and that will be linear. Okay, and the timing I am giving here is 800 milliseconds. Okay, after that what I will do, I will give the transition from the bottom, that, and here I will again say that it will be after delay, but it will be come after the one with the time frame of 1 milliseconds. Okay, and here I will say that animation will be happen instant. Okay, means I don't want it to repeat the loop. That will this loop will happen like one after the 1 milliseconds. Okay, the loop will run again and again. Okay, sorry. So the small transition effect we have implemented here, I will name it as action. Okay, and second one I will say blank, and I call this as a stage. Okay, now I just made a copy of it, and I have copied this transition, and here you can see that I have created one screen. Okay, so this is like a flow which I have created to showcase you how the skeleton transition will happen. Okay, and here I will show you one small animation so that you will get a relevancy that how to use skeleton transition. Okay, but the thing is, like, you need to first understand that where we usually use the skeleton transition. Okay, just because you cannot use that transition everywhere, like you are like you are thinking that once user opening the website you load the transition, if user click the button that transitions happen. That is not the best way to apply the transition effect into your mobile application or a website. Okay, there is a logic whenever user. So what happens that, guys, like whenever we fetch any data, right, whenever we fetch any data, and whenever we fetch the data, but the data the command should be like we user supposed to press any search or any filter. So that time what happens that you in the from the whenever user press that give this kind of command in your mobile application and websites, a query sent to the backend. Okay, and once the query sent to the backends, it will take a little bit time to filter out the data according to the user request. Okay, so that time we showcase the transition skeleton. Okay, that time we showcase the skeleton. Actually transitions is a different thing, actually skeleton. Okay, so you cannot use skeleton everywhere. Okay, so you have to be pretty precise that where we need to use that. Okay, first the logic you have to be clear that okay, that where we need to use the skeleton, where we need to use the transitions, interactions, then we need to apply that. Okay, so first you have to be aware about it. Now I will show you that a simple design skills I have placed here. Okay, and I will tell you the logic of what is happening here, what is the usage of skeleton here, and what transition animation I will show you. Okay, so if you see the first screen, in the first screen I am showing a map. Above the map I have a small input field, and in the bottom we have the CTA. So what is the logic here? So logic here is like, whenever, let's suppose this is a travel website, tour and travel website. So I created this screens keeping the mind that I am building the tour and tourism websites, okay, or application. But it can be anything, it can be a food website, it can be anything. Okay, let's suppose this is a hypothetical situation which I have created. Okay, so don't take that as a UX perspective into the design skills, just take it as a hypothetical design skills. Okay, so here what I have created input field in the top, and the idea is actually whenever user press his location, that where he wanted to stay or where he wanted to go as a tourist, he just type the location. Okay, once he type the location and press the enter, or he press the confirm, then we will showcase the result. Okay, then we will showcase the result. That usually that this happens in all over the website. Okay, but the logic here is a little bit different, just because it can be we can go with that route as well, but I just wanted to show you a small animation like transition animation as well. So that's why I am just going a little bit negative route. Okay, so what kind of negative route, that I will tell you. So the idea is actually, whenever you user type and we found that that area which user has typed, we don't served, or we don't provide a facility in that particular area which user had entered. Okay, so the idea is actually, whenever user, let's suppose user in the home page, just because the second screen which I have placed here is the home page. So idea is like, let's suppose user searching from the home page, and okay, and once after such like by clicking from anywhere, he just opened this screen, and and he just typing the location by searching the search icon or continue confirm. If the application found that this particular area doesn't stored, or we don't serve in that area, then what will happen? So in that case, what we will do, user press the search icon. Okay, what will happen, that we will by pressing the enter, we will showcase this screen. And after that, just because we are not serving, so in that condition we are showing a small transition with the some message that I will show you. So what will happen, first this screen will come. Okay, so here this is the home page, just because he is searching from the home page. Then a small bottom sheet will come from the bottom. Okay, this bottom sheet will come from the bottom, and then in the third screens I will place those skeleton which I have I will put the skeleton which I had created in the bottom, and after that the skeleton animation, this message will come. Here we are showing the message that we are almost there. We regret to inform you that tourist services are not available in that area at that moment. Okay, means the location which user had typed, we are not serving at that particular area, but we will be coming soon on that particular area, so that user like don't feel like he don't feel a negative, he don't take it as a negative manner. Okay, so something positive kind of content you can place there. Okay, and after that I have placed one city which will by that we will redirect user our services area, or again back to the this map section. Okay, or we can tell them that we browse our best deals, so that user redirect to the a page where we will showcase them best deals. So like this is just a hypothetical CTAs I have given here. Okay, don't take that UX kind of things personally here. Just concentrate on what we are trying to achieve here. So now what I will do, as I mentioned that on this screen the skeleton will come. Okay, so now I have copied the skeleton. Now what I will do, I need to delete the extra thing from this bottom sheet. Now what I will do, I will copy this skeleton which I have created in the in the bottom. Okay, so now I am just putting it. So just keep in mind that whatever the skeleton you are putting, that is aligned with the your Figma designs alignment. Okay, so as you can see, this is I have already created margin lines that will show you that this image is this box is little bit bigger compared to the my image. Okay, which I have created for the for the visual perspective. Okay, now I am again making a copy of it. I am taking it a little bit down, and now I am just reducing it so that it will reflect the title, and I will making a copy again so that it will reflect the subcopy. I am making a copy again, and now I am moving to the bottom. Here I can also will also create a grid that will match with our CTA height. Okay, now I will again make a copy of the secondary CTA. Okay, so that will be according to the your secondary CTA. So now as you can see, we have placed all the skeleton according to the our visual element width and height. Okay, now the thing is, like, we wanted to see what kind of transition we will see. So for that we need to create a prototype. Okay, so here the idea is actually whenever user press this search, okay, this screen will come. Okay, so now that will come as an instant behavior. Okay, so nothing special here, but the thing is, once user reach on this page, we are telling the user that jump onto the next screen. Okay, here we will say that once this screen will come, this bottom shade will come from the bottom. Okay, so what we need to tell him, we need to tell him that this will come from the bottom. Okay, and also it is coming as a pop-up. Okay, so now what we need to tell that don't use the navigate to use the open overlay. Okay, now it will come from the bottom. We are using close when clicking the outside, that is correct, and background as well. We wanted both the things, so we are using it. Here we will ease in, ease out, and I'm just giving 300 milliseconds just as a random. We will see later that is our transition is happening in a good manner or not. Okay, now I will copy this, not copy, but here what I will do again, that we will give a command, and here we will say that after the delay, okay, after the delay, swap, just swap this. Okay, just swap this, and here we will say dissolve, just because we wanted that this skeleton will come as a square, as a dissolve effect. Okay, now I'm just giving this 800 milliseconds effect, and we will check it that whether it is performing well or not. And one thing I just forget to tell you that here once user press this, we want it, we need to make it as a dissolve as well. Why it is? Because we don't want it to show uh, a zerk kind of animation. Okay, it should be like a dissolve animation, means something is coming with a fade in fade out kind of a thing, fade in fade out kind of animation. Okay, otherwise it will look as a zerk, like we are in the map page, and now we are showing the home page, so that will user feel that something is coming as a zerk animation, zerk transition. So okay, so that is not a good uh, motion. Okay, so we need to change this as a dissolve. Now what we need to do, we need to again give a prototype. Here again we will see, what we will tell, that don't use this as a navigator, use the swap. Okay, here as well we will use the dissolve. Okay, so now let's play the animation, that how it behave. Now let's see what is happening here. If I press this search icon, it is showing me the home page, and bottom shift is coming, and after that a skeleton is coming, and by taking some time he will show you the message, but the message is not coming. It means something is not working fine, that we need to check what is happening here. Okay, so here, we have give the on click functionality, or the on click trigger. Instead of this on trigger, we need to give this as a delay, and I think it should be 300 milliseconds, or I think 500 milliseconds. Here as well I saw that transition is happening a little bit late, so we need to change it. Now I'm just pressing refresh. By hitting the search icon, this home page has come, and after that a skeleton has come, and all things are all the things is coming quite good. But the thing is, home page is coming quite late, so we need to reduce the time to 300 millisecond. Okay, and after that, once this blank bottom sheet comes, it is taking time to showcase the skeleton. So here as well we need to put the 100 millisecond time. Okay, so once user pressing the search, it is showing the home page, and after the bottom sheet is coming, and again, and then I press the home page, and bottom sheet is coming, after the skeleton is coming, and smart animation is coming. And here I think what is happening in this should also a little bit faster, and here it should not be the instant, it should be dissolve. Okay, and what if I make it as a easy in ease out? Let's see, easy in ease out instead of the. Okay, now I'm just refreshing again. Once user press, the entire home page is coming, and after that a bottom sheet coming, but the bottom sheet is taking little bit longer time, so that I need to change, because I wanted to make it a little faster. Once user press the home page, bottom sheet is coming, but it is coming too fast actually, so make this a 200. Okay, and now I'm just refreshing it. So you just see the search icon, home page is coming, and again it is taking a little bit more time, I think. So I think it should be 100 millisecond. Now I'm just refreshing the again, pressing the search, bottom sheet is coming, the after the skeleton. So you see, like, you got the like the big idea. Okay, so it's up to you how you wanted to, how smooth you wanted to make your transition. So it's up to you, you can adjust the parameter accordingly. But the thing is, you can see that what is the usage of transition and what is the usage of skeleton. Okay, that I have merged both the things in my in this tutorial. See, so now you just create and use this tutorial into your web, in your cool designs. Okay, till then, take care, bye bye, and kindly share this video with your colleagues and subscribe my channel, guys. Okay, see you till then, take care, bye bye.